Welcome to Quaker TV for today's FA Trophy Last 16 tie between Darlington and Wealdstone. A place in the quarter-finals is at stake in this first meeting between the two clubs and Darlington's first home game of a crazy year. With the league in limbo, attention's turned to the trophy and the £6,000 of prize money that's on offer for the two sides. Darlington overcame Weymouth in a long away trip in the last round, whereas Wealdstone beat Gloucester. Can the Quakers advance to the quarter-finals for the first time since winning the competition 10 years ago? Or can the away side take advantage of the fact that we've got no fans and advance at our expense? To find out, it's over to our commentary team of Stuart Armstrong and Wayne Raper.
Right on the halfway line. Down the line looking for Charman, and Rivers gets on a second ball. He's got two men alongside him there. He retains possession, just looking for an out ball, and finds Charman. Charman to Hatfield with a nice little reverse ball there. Hatfield pulls it across, and that's in the back of the net early on. There you go. I think Dan Maguire's got the last touch there, and the Quakers strike first.
I think it's bounced back off him. Very bright move. Rivers doing what he does best. Bit of trickery round the wing, crosses it in, and bundled home.
Lovely little reverse ball by Luke Charman, wasn't it? Surprised everyone. Just slid it through the corner and played Hatfield into space. That little ball there takes his man out altogether. Hatfield's goal side, pulls it across. I think it's come off the defender last, hasn't it? Actually,
the defender or the keeper.
I think I'm going to give that to Michi Afete as an own goal.
But some really good numbers forwards for Darlo there early on. Hatfield much more advanced than he has been earlier in the season. Going back to your point before, Stu, I think it's the type of game that will suit Darlington, with Wealdstone wanting to play football as well.
Souza on the ball finds Maguire. Maguire's first touch is decent. Finds Rivers. Can Rivers get a shot away? He does. It's well saved. And just slid away there. Charman sliding in, commits the free kick. Good save from Isted, but that's a very presentable chance. Makes it up to the halfway line. Comes inside the two defenders. Hatfield gives him an option in front. Another little step over, and the ball finds Charman. Charman finds Souza, who's not had too much chance to impress so far. Souza gets the cross across, all the way across, and then it's headed clear. McMahon picks up a second ball and slides it to Joe Wheatley, who in turn finds Eriko Souza. Souza steps inside the challenge. Second man comes towards him. Little step over. Gets the cross. Nice touch. Finished. It's the second from Darrell Rivers, and what a goal that is from Darlington.
And yeah, maybe if he should have done better with that first one, that second one, bang on the money, top corner, lovely strike.
Recycled the ball brilliantly, found it wide to Souza, beat his first man, found a man, didn't panic, and then turned back into the path of Rivers to finish.
Excellent work by Souza.
If you just joined us on Darlo Fan Radio, Darlington 2 to the good so far. Ball comes into the box, and it's hooked clear at the second attempt by Hatfield there, and he's found Luke Charman in a wide area, and he's got Rivers in front of him. Rivers has got a chance to get into the final third here for Darlington. Steps over and then goes outside his man. Has a little tug on the arm, but he keeps going, working his way to the byline. Ball comes across. Two Darlington players in the way of each other. Chance for the second. Oh, it's almost there. It's blocked on the line. I'm not sure how, but that was a great chance to make it three.
How's that not gone in, Stu? Three of them have had a go there, but Jarrett Rivers looks really up for it today.
Little's read that one there and takes the ball off Afete, finds Wheatley, and then Story picks it up. Darlington certainly in the first 28 minutes looking every bit the strong team that we've been able to see on occasions this year. Ball in the centre circle, but that's been shown a little bit too much to Headley, who slides into a challenge, and then Hatfield and Rivers also do. Headley's pushed up a little bit forward there. Saltman's on his heels, so we need Hunt to come back and cover. Ball's inside the box, chance for the shot. It's bobbled out on the penalty spot. Good save by Saltmer, and then hooked away by Hunt. Headley takes, looks for Souza, but it goes over him, and that gives Langston the chance to clear. But again, you can see the ball hanging in the wind there. Hatfield moves into space, finds Charman, who's popped up on the left-hand side, gets his head up and comes inside to Wheatley. Wheatley wide all the way to Rivers. Rivers' first touch is good enough. He's got Mendy stood up, tries to get to the byline, gets the cross across. Maguire heads it. Goal bound. Good save by Isted. Not too much power on it.
Actually giving us a bit more protection.
Souza gives the ball back to Headley, and Darlington emerge with it. It's back with Souza. Headley picks the ball up there, but that's good defensive work. Wheatley slides into the challenge, and that's a very good challenge in my eyes there.
Definitely
Slid
won
in,
the ball
could not
there.
have got more of the ball than he wanted, and I have no idea what the Wealdstone players are complaining about. All over the referee, all over the assistant. I mean, he slid in. Maybe the instant replay is going to make me look a fool here. I'll apologise if it does.
All I can think, Stu, is studs up, but it was a clean take on the ball, surely.
I mean, that's how you. What's wrong with that? I mean, let's get the referee up here. Show him the monitor.
He's not on loan from the Premier League, is he?
No, I mean, you're right. As you go further up the pyramid, maybe that's the type of challenge that you're not so keen on seeing. But it looked at first glance to be just a clean tackle, and the monitor proves it afterwards. I thought it was pretty well timed. He was certainly there a good second before the Wealdstone player anyway. Back underway, ball's on the edge. Played wide to Afete, and Eriko Souza goes to try and close him down. Ball's turned into the box there. Hunt's up against his man, and the referee's given a penalty there. I'm finding that, I mean, I'm speechless as a commentator there. I mean, it was a big shout from the Wealdstone players. The ball was played in. Maybe it hits him on the arm, but
I think it's above the T-shirt line, isn't it, Stu, as they say these days?
T-shirt mine is the line, is what Alan Armstrong says, but it's a chance for Wealdstone to get an unlikely foothold back in this game. Emmanuel sets up, and Solmer almost saves it with his foot, but it goes into the roof of the net. And with a little bit of help, Wealdstone are back in the game. Yeah,
they've definitely been given a huge slice of help by the referee there, who I think's just had a crazy 10 seconds.
Well, I thought he got the first challenge completely wrong on the Joe Wheatley one just a few seconds before, and I'm not sure he's got that one right either. And again, we're trying not to be biased here. If you're a Wealdstone fan, you may be thinking we're totally biased and stuff, but I think he's got both of those decisions wrong. Darlington sent both centre forwards forward. Headley whips one in all the way across. Afeti's taken a touch on it, but made a bit of a mess of clearing it. So Souza picks the ball up, goes round, takes it around the outside, heads to the byline, then comes back inside, gets the cross there. Charman's got there ahead of his man. He's got two men for company, trying to get through the middle of them, and gets his shot away just a couple of yards over the bar. Good footwork by the big forward. Mendy's on the ball far side, and then it's played inside to Smith. Back to the two centre-halves now for Wealdstone. Langston takes it off and tries to play a little diagonal ball there, looking for Afeti. That's a lovely ball. He's got inside Michael Little. Afeti into the box, and that's a great slide and challenge. Fantastic challenge that saved the day there. I think it is Alex Story. It was Story, Stu, and it's an absolutely great slide and tackle, but what a great ball by the centre-back Langston out to Afeti on the right-hand side there. Throw-in goes back to the goalkeeper Eisted, who clears it right-footed. Little is beaten to the ball in the air on that occasion, but Wheatley and Hatfield slide in. Darlington get the ball turned around, and Charman pops up with it on this left-hand side. Afeti comes and tries to challenge him, but Charman comes inside and just... I'll take that information off you in a little second, Wayne. Hold on a minute. And then ball's with Wheatley, finds Rivers. Rivers has got a man outside him if he needs him. He sees him, and it's Charman. Charman's going to get there before it gets to the byline. Gets the cross across. Can Darlington get a shot away? Comes back to Rivers. Rivers shoots, and it's headed over the bar by Afeti, and that's a fantastic piece of defending by Michi Afeti, because that would have been 3-1. It really was. I mean, the play by Maguire there to shield the ball, to just give Rivers the opportunity to get that shot in, was great forward play. But for the defenders head over the top, I think that looked destined for the net. So we're going to have a corner in a second. I just scribbled down the winner of the 50-50, and I'll bring that to you shortly. Get the play going quickly again, and again trying to get Jarrett Rivers involved that far side. And again it's Mendy who's there covering. Charman's inside, he's got a little bit of space, he's going to have the shot. Gets the shot away, fantastic goal, Luke Charman. He rifles that into the bottom corner. Harvey Eisted no chance, and there's the 3-1 lead for the Quakers. Well, it's a Luke Charman Cup special again, isn't it? Give him that time and that room out there, and that's what he'll do to you. You could see it coming, couldn't you? We've watched Luke Charman enough this season that you're thinking, don't give him that space there, because you know what he's going to do, and that's exactly what he did do. Fantastic finish by Charman. Opens his body up. and dispatches that ball into the bottom corner. And you can see here on the replay, they're just slow to get to him, aren't they? They've both immediately pushed a few yards further up the pitch. Back underway, Charman competes in the air and then goes for the second ball as well and wins it. Oh, he's gone. Luke Charman's gone down there as well. There's a couple of players down. Holness shoots. Well saved by Arster, but Luke Charman looks in some discomfort there. And again, the one that you don't like to see there is when you get your instep opened up and you go into a challenge, because you start to think about knee ligaments, don't you, with that?
Yeah, it didn't look great. It was a forceful tackle by Maguire. By Charman.
Both players committed to it, but again, it's one of those, you go in. I'm trying to almost demonstrate here when nobody can see me, but you go in with your instep, don't you? And there's a lot of pressure goes through your knee there, and he does look to be in some pain there. Luke Charman scored a fantastic goal not so long ago, of course. Should
also
hadn't noticed that.
Fete.
So Fete there has gone off the same, and again it's that both players. I mean, there's no discussion about a foul or anything like that. Both players almost went for the ball in the same way, didn't they, from opposite directions?
Yeah, I think it's what you call a 50-50. It was there to be won, and both of them no quarter given, and unfortunately they've both come out of it with an injury.
And obviously he's in a lot of discomfort there. Jarrett Rivers again working up against Mendy and comes around with the ball. Holness stays on side and picks up possession. Campbell's got it on the edge of the 18-yard box. Campbell gets a touch, gets past his first man, gets to the byline, pulls it across. Almost prodded home from close range. And the 15 minutes of added time we're going to get.
A little bit longer than I thought there, but
me too. We thought maybe 10, didn't we? But 15 it's going to be. Plenty of time left. And that's Michael Little slid in there, and now I do think the referee is going to give a yellow card there, and I think he's quite right as well, because Michael Little slid in and didn't get anywhere near the ball.
He did, and I think it's probably his third foul as well. No arguments with that one.
And then Langston heads it back up high. Ball comes to Michael Little, who just turns one down into the corner. Sousa's chasing it. He's managed to keep it in. He's done well there, and he's going to get to the byline as well. And evades the desperate challenge. Pulls it all the way across and fires it into the top corner. Erico Sousa. Fantastic goal for the fourth for the Quakers. Darlington 4, Wealdstone 1. Pick that one out.
I think that's what you call game, set and match, Stu.
Michael Phillips, the defender there, slid in desperately trying to bring him down, and Sousa went past him, and I think he thought, I'm going to have a right wallop at this, and he's absolutely bust the net with that one.
Well, I was just looking to see who we could pick out in the middle there, but Erico had different thoughts there and absolutely walloped it into the far corner.
So Sousa round the outside, you can see there's the challenge, and Sousa again stays up. We just gave him credit for standing up a minute ago, and he absolutely wallops that. You can see there, I don't know whether he's trying to get in the way of that or out the way of that, because that's fired right at him. So 3 minutes into injury time there, Erico Sousa makes this Darlington 4, Wealdstone 1 view of the referee. Diagonal ball played all the way across, which Michael Little just nods back into the place of Hughes for Wealdstone, and the ball's into the box, and that's a good save with his feet by Johnny Saltmer.
Excellent save, yeah.
That was Dan Green, I think, as the forward who found his way into the box, and Saltmer does well to stick out his right foot and divert that wide. That much of an outlet there for Langston, and he plays one forward which is snaffled up quickly by Michael Little, gives it to Hatfield. There's foul there by Green, and there's the full-time whistle. And Darlington, with all of this uncertainty around it, have taken care of business on the pitch and will find themselves in the draw for the FA Trophy quarter-final on Monday.
Great performance. From the first to the last, I think the lads really, they've worked hard there, they've fashioned some great chances, and they've run out deserved winners at 4-1 in the end.
Yeah, fantastic performance. Thoughts obviously with the injury to Luke Charman that looked a bad one, but aside from that, black spot on the day, it was a really accomplished performance by the home team.